To calculate the slope between two ordered pairs on a line, we're going to use the following formula. The variable m is used to represent the slope, and we can think about the slope of a line as being the distance we travel in the vertical direction, which we refer to as the rise, divided by the distance that we travel horizontally, which we refer to as the run. This distance here would be considered the rise, and this measure here would be considered the run. How far do we travel horizontally? And how far do we travel vertically to get from one ordered pair to another on a line? To calculate the slope of a line, we use this formula. We say y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Another way we can think about this is that we're calculating the change in the direction of y, which gives us our rise distance, y2 minus y1 down here, and then we divide that by the change in the direction of x, which gives us our run distance, again calculated by looking at x2 minus x1. So again, sometimes we say change in y over change in x when we are referring to the slope formula. Let's take a look at an example where we're calculating the slope of a line, and we're going to use our change in y divided by change in x formula. To use this formula, I recommend declaring one of the ordered pairs as the first and the other ordered pair as the second, and it doesn't matter which one is which. That way, when we're calculating the slope using the formula, it'll be more clear as to who is y2 and who is y1 and so on and so forth. So as we have it labeled, the value of y2 here is -4. So we have -4. Following the formula, we'll subtract from that y1, and y1 is +3. So we put -3 in the top. Now again, our slope formula says that we want x2, and as we have it labeled, that's going to be +1. And then from that, we're going to subtract x1, and as we have it labeled, x1 is -2. So we're subtracting -2 here in the denominator. Now we just simplify by subtracting the two quantities in the top. -4 minus 3 is -7. And this becomes 1 plus 2, which is 3 in the denominator. So the slope of the line that connects these 2 points is going to be -7/3. Let's look at another example, and again, I recommend labeling one of the ordered pairs as the first and the other one as the second, so that it's easier to keep track when we're calculating our slope. In the numerator, we're looking at y2 minus y1. y2 is -1, and from that we're going to subtract y1, which is +2. So we have -1 minus 2 in the top. And in the denominator we have x2 minus x1, and as we have it labeled, x2 is +6, and then we'll subtract +5 from that. So we have 6 minus 5 here in the denominator. -1 minus 2 in the numerator is going to be -3, and 6 minus 5 in the denominator is +1. So the slope simplifies down to just being -3, which will be the slope of the line that connects these two ordered pairs.